Woo! We're ready to go. I heard noises. Does that mean someone's here? It does. There's an aura! Woo!
No.
Sorry, I just got out of the restroom and had oof. Hernias. Blech. A couple days ago, I had imaging done, which means I had to drink like almost a whole liter of iodine solution, which tasted foul and has led to me having big shits the last couple days. Well, logging back in just put my character facing the direction my camera was facing when I logged out, leading to an extremely awkward "why are you facing that way" moment. There we go. It's a face. If this becomes the auto-generated YouTube image, like 2% more people will click on the video and then leave right away. I don't have illusions. People don't actually stay and watch my VODs. They watch my stupid shorts and then get mad about them.
Why would they get mad?
Because I'll do things like say trans rights. Or in the case of the one that got like way more dislikes than likes despite having huge watch times. The freaking my joke about age regression last stream. People hated it.
Oh.
They watched it, they watched it, but they hated it. Streak, but that's illegal.
Oh, that's right. You were doing the quests in On Lost World for flight, weren't you?
I did that yesterday, but no, like remember last week when we went to Yesteryear, and I'm like, oh, you have to age regress to a maximum of 12 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right, Cassie. It's not against terms of service on Twitch to streak, just to have your camera on. But this is a pure and innocent Christian Minecraft server. Yes, I should do this properly. This is a pure and innocent Christian Minecraft server, and there shall be no streaking here. I wish I had a naked glam. I wish I had a naked glam so I could hit the button and go into my underwear, but I don't. Oh my gosh, and there's a Halabali too. We weren't sure whether or not there would be a Halabali because of issues, but we also started a little earlier to increase odds. Oh no, I shouldn't have reassigned you. You're the one who brings me shitty items. I don't have enough ventures to resubmit one person. No! Now I can't send it Sasha out because I have insufficient ventures.
Oh no.
Turns out you don't get ventures doing market manipulation. So, well. $500. See if I can crank these prices up. Okay. But yeah, no, I did get flight in the Unlost World. If you haven't yet, there's some fun quests. There's a Halabali.
I've done them.
The Lalafell, whose entire life work we destroyed.
Yep.
I did make a short for that this morning.
I saw it this morning.
And like, oh, that was a fun one. That's the only short I made. There's another one I was like, oh, I should short this, and then I couldn't find where I said it, so I'm like, eh. And I didn't. because to anyone who's ever like, you make too many shorts from a VOD, when we're playing, I go, ooh, this is a good moment. And then when it's processed, I go to do the short. And if I can't find it like instantly, I don't make the short because I'm lazy. I should wear Koana's stupid outfit. There we go. Rawr. So, we're starting early because Halabali has to leave, and the dungeon in 7.1 is apparently Halabali's favorite dungeon. So, we need to try to get to that swiftly. So, where does this occur? Okay. Apparently, we're here. So I'm imagining this is where all of our patch quests are going to start, is like right over here. Or where this quest ends, maybe. So yeah. We were going to, because of Halabali's conflict, do Hildebrand, but then we realized we could do like one Hildebrand quest and then have to stop. So we are actually going to have to do things in patch content order for the first time, which is exciting. So let me crack open the last root beer on microphone. Cassie, listen to the last root beer open. Ah, it exploded, and I had it close to my mic and near my tits.
No.
So now I have root beer stuck in between my tits.
Oh.
My hubris. My hubris. Cassie, I can clean my tits. I don't need help.
Doggies, no. This is an emergency.
I don't need your dogs to help clean my tits either. To be clear to anyone who's not picking up, when Cassie's like, do you need help cleaning? She's being a pervert. And anyone who didn't pick up on it, this is not the only part of the phrase pure, innocent Christian Minecraft stream that's correct here is stream. Okay. Ball of Ruck. Your game is so close to being a dirty joke. Thank you for not being like something that I can actually make a joke about. Ah, it's a pleasure as always, Gobo. Have you been able to relax today? No. Yes, apparently canonically, yeah. Wonderful. As busy as you've been with the Rite of Succession, among other things, you deserve an opportunity to experience Tuliolol at a more leisurely pace. Sampling tacos at Chabletier is one way to do so. If I could taco. I checked again, there's no tacos. They're made the traditional way, laden with fillings. If you have an empty stomach, Dorkevu will look after you. Or apparently, tacos. For real.
Tacos.
The tacos are real. Can't believe it. I love, ever since I learned that we hug the ground going down those, I love doing it. It is so disorienting. Rokevu, tacos are real. Everything, Gobo, alone today, are you? No, I have my friends. And everyone in chat. Including my girlfriend being a weird pervert about my tits. See. If you have a hankering for tacos, then they're on the house. Consider it a token of gratitude. Okay, but will I be able to buy them moving forward, please? I'll find a table. I'll bring you your meal as soon as it's ready.
We only get more free tacos if we complete all of the role quests.
I don't care about free tacos. I want to be able to pay for tacos. I want to be able to exchange money for goods and services. Tacos! What's going to stop us from eating them this time? Haha, you still love tacos, I hope. Ate so many when you turned 5, you could barely move afterwards. Remember that?
I was like, oh, was that directed at me? I was like, huh?
Not really. That was 30 years ago for me. It's still strange for me, too. The other day, you were a little boy clinging to your mother's skirt as you set off for Yashilani. And now you're a man grown with a face full of hair. With all due respect, gregarious man, I wouldn't call that full of hair. I'd call that a well-groomed chin strap. But not like a full chin strap. Goatee-ish. A goatee light. Oh, my son, I knew you were my son the instant I saw you. We're still family, and you can always rely on me. I'm relying. Feels like the only thing I'm doing right now. On you and everyone else. I can't even start a fire without assistance at my new job. In Alexandria, we had electro. If I needed fire, all I had to do was push a button. Everything was at our fingertips. But here I'm helpless, a culinarian who can't even light the stove. The way the others in the kitchen stared at me. Gods, I never felt so embarrassed. I'm sorry to hear that. I've been told the tales, but it seems life really is different in the dome. My wife and children. I was thinking I'd have them join me when things had settled, but at this rate... I say you send for them. If they're your family, then they're mine too. I'll do whatever's necessary to make it work. I didn't mean to overhear, but it seems you're having trouble readjusting to life in Tuliolo? To aid folk like yourself, I have established a support group at the Wing of Reflection. There you can learn the skills you need to live outside the dome. It isn't easy being back, I know. I'm hopeful they can make things easier. That's exactly what I need. I'll definitely seek the group out, and I'll bring my family with me. Thank you. Oh, looks like it is. I was gonna go find you, Gobo. You don't mind the company, I hope. I could use a bite to eat myself. Get your own. Get your own. I haven't had the tacos yet. Don't stop me from eating tacos. And please animate me going, ah. Oh no, they didn't do it. They just made the noise. Wooklebot, why are you eating all my tacos? No, Lamati. Lamati. Those were my tacos. In honor of Mr. Taco Sniffer, who bought my super expensive overpriced thing yesterday, I was enjoying the smell of the tacos. Apparently that name means something dirty, but my girlfriend won't explain. She just rolled her eyes at me. So, what have you been up to today?
Well, I've been looking for the stolen artifacts.
I had a horrible bout of constipation that interacted poorly with my hernia, and a bunch of iodine fluid that I had to drink to get imaged the other day in Charlian, so I was mostly spending the day taking a massive shit. Catching up on sleep, let's say. And everything we've been to, I don't blame you. Once you've had your fill, I'm sure we'll be itching to get back in the thick of street things. As for myself, I've been kept busy with duties at the palace. Whenever I find a moment, I like to walk the streets and talk to the people. That way I can better understand the problems they have and share them with Kohana to figure out solutions. I was on one such walk now, and as I mentioned, I was hoping to find you. Guana and I have something we want to discuss with you, as Dawn servants. You have time to come to the palace? I'll go ahead. Come join us when you're finished here. I need new tacos. The vow ate them. What do you mean? No, I don't get more tacos. No. No. Can I get tacos from you? No. Once again, in Thanolin, at the bar that's in the middle of the mountain that just goes away at like it's such a nothing insignificant place. You can buy frickin' tacos at the bar. And not tacos, but you can buy food at the bar. Like, you talk to the waitress at this bar and she's like, well, what do you want? And you're like, I want this or this or this. And you can get orange juice, you can get some snacks. You can actually buy things at the restaurant. And like, I should be able to buy tacos at the frickin' famous taco joint. Square. Fix your game, Square. You can't have a restaurant that is famous for tacos and no way for you to buy tacos with your hard-earned gil at the taco restaurants. SMH. Otherwise, like, what's the point of scamming people for out of their hard-earned gil with overpriced items on the market board? Alquana stepped away. He should join you within before long. Yay! Sunperch, I forgot what voice I gave Koana. Oh, hey, it's everyone. And a nice fire. This is just like Vintage Story. Note to self, build this in Vintage Story. Note to self, play Vintage Story again, so you can build this in Vintage Story. Oh, you're all here too. Thou, Koana, summoned us. Though if truth be told, Alphino and I have been seeing him quite regularly of late. He asked us to share knowledge of Anish culture, you see, in hopes of further strengthening your alliance. We were, of course, happy to oblige you. Kryle and I were likewise summoned. Otherwise, we've been carrying on with our work, compiling information on the Golden City. My grandfather embarked on his investigation 20 years ago. With our report, we shall finish what he started. Lest you wonder, Thancred and Urianger have left to resume their tour of Tural. Y'shtola, meanwhile, is back to researching Crossrift travel. She was here just a few days ago to get Koana's permission to investigate living memory. By the way, she mentioned wanting to take a look at the key in your keeping at some point. If the look she had in her eyes was any indication, I suggest you brace yourself for when she comes calling. You're like to be stuck with her for a while. As for Astinian, we know neither where he is nor what he's doing. Some things never change. My apologies for the delay. Apologies for the delay. Oh, think nothing of it. We took advantage of the time to catch up. So what can we do for you? Hopefully present company is enough for whatever you need. Glasses thing. The matter for which I've summoned you pertains to Alexandria. A state funeral will soon be held in Solution 9 to mourn the passing of Queen Sphene. King Kululja and his administration have invited us to attend. What's your family doing now? It's Saturday. Wow. If they want family time, they need If your family wants family time, they need to hurry to get FF14 subscriptions and hurry up to get to the catch up in Dawn Trail, and then they can join us. I'm sure that could never possibly go wrong.
Oh dear.
Oh. We have a state funeral to attend. While certain issues remain unresolved between our nations, such as the treatment of Yasulani, I see no reason not to attend. For generations, the Alexandrians lived without even the awareness of death. I wouldn't have expected them to have funeral rites still. Apparently, the members of Oblivion unearthed records of ceremonies that were conducted in the Alexandria of old. It was they who put forth the proposal that the Queen be thus honored. Leave it to that lot to think of such things. The people of Alexandria no longer forget the departed. They're being confronted with the idea of death for the first time. I suspect our friends wanted to do something for them. Though Sphene was but a simulacrum, she was nevertheless a pillar for her people. The pain of her passing must run deep. Indeed. A funeral will give Alexandrians the chance to come together to express their grief, that they might overcome it. I wasn't sure at first, but I've decided to go. Not only to be there for Kurulja, but to put this chapter behind us. That I requested your presence was none other than to see if you wish to attend the funeral. You know Sphene as well, after all. I'll skip it. She's an AI simulacrum of a person, not a real person. That would be inappropriate. The whole concept of giving a funeral for a robot is silly. All because of your role in her demise, I take it. Oh, but we had no choice. We had to stop her from killing countless innocents. No. I won't force you to attend the funeral if it makes you uncomfortable. But while I represent Tuliolal in the official capacity, I'd like it if you could be there to watch over everything. Okay. But thou must. Feel the rest of us should go too. Regardless of the reason, the fact remains that we deprived Alexandria of a beloved ruler. It's only right that we remember who Sphene was, to her people and others, so let us stand with you. I'm going to put my hood on and look as creepy as possible for the funeral. And then let's decide. Let's head to Solution 9 and look for Kurulja in the back room. Hell yeah, to the gay bar to meet the kid who now lives in the gay bar because he got orphaned and gay people took him in because they're awesome. Crossroads. Dun dun dun. I love that you get dramatic little things in the patches like that. Alrighty. To the back rooms, which is apparently not a gay bar, but like some horror video game. I stand corrected. People have made horror video games based on the back rooms. I see. It's on! The gaming PC is on! We'll look at that later. It would be mean to go to the Arcadian when Halavali has to leave, so we'll wait, and we'll do the Arcadian next week, I presume. Apparently. So, a royal invitate. So much going on. Head into the back room? Yeah. Next week? No! How dare jobs exist? Galuja! It's Grandma Barb. Grandma Gobo. Oh, you came for the funeral. Of course. I'm the only one who'll officially take part, though. The others will watch over the proceedings. So how have you been? It's been a while since my last visit. Oh, I'm good. Shan is always teaching me new things. Recently, I've learned about Everkeep's systems and mechanical soldiers. It's knowledge I'll need to use my authority properly. Studious as always, I see. By way of a treat, I've brought you a new gâteau au chocolat. It's a kind of cake. I think you'll like it. Oh, thank you, Lamati. And thank you for coming. I've never been to a funeral before, so I feel less nervous having you here. Out of curiosity, what's the custom in Alexandria? In our world, it's common to offer flowers to the departed. It's the same here, according to records. Flowers will be distributed to all attendees. Considering that all the worlds used to be one, the practice of offering flowers may well share the same ancient origin. Fascinating, wouldn't you say? You might have to Arcadian without Halamali. Aquapazza. Aquapazza! But spelled that way. Little Jaja has entered everything. Okay, just in case the funeral cutscene, I've decided I'm going to dress as scary as I can. Aquapazza. Not pasta, pazza. The flowers are being handed out at Praxis Park. I'm thinking of heading over there right now. Who will join you? There's a man I'd like to speak with, Gossin, who's apparently Sven's aide and the one who sent us the invitation. Let's go. To Praxis Park. Is there a theory park? Are they like on opposite sides of a street? So you have, and then they come together into one. So you have theory and praxis, and then they fuse together at the far end to become revolution. If that's not the case, then they're missing an opportunity to educate people in communist ideology. And thou, Clamat of Tuliolal, thank you for extending us an invitation to Queen Sven's funeral.
We're honored, truly. I'd seen you before from a distance, but never had the pleasure.
That's not a good voice for him.
I'm Gossin, former chief aide to the Queen. Since her passing, I've been responsible for the administering of affairs of state.
There's the voice. Can we get our flowers here?
Oh, yes, Your Majesty. The flowers are being handed out at the counter yonder, alongside the regulators.
What? We need to wear regulators for the funeral?
Rest assured, they're not a requirement. We're aware your people do not use them. See, people in Alexandria of old wore tokens of mourning upon their persons when attending funerals. As such tokens were black, it was suggested we might wear regulators painted the same color. We've yet to produce enough for everyone, but we're distributing them as we're able.
I see.
Regulator or more, the important thing is we remember Queen Sven. Remember her and her kindness as you make an offering of your flower.
I will.
The proceedings will soon begin in the plaza. Please take your place once you have your flower.
It is so inappropriate for me to come dressed this way with this weapon on my back. I love it. Oh, they did a hollow foil. How nice. Ooh.
Although we are gathered here for the same reason, we hail from different lands. Some were born and raised in the Alexandria of old, while others came to us from Tuliolal. It was from this union of diverse peoples that a new Alexandria was born. The only home that our younger generation knows. How did we overcome the barriers between us? What moved us to join hands in common purpose beneath crackling skies? You know the answer. We survived. We thrived because Queen Sphene brought us together. Inspired and encouraged by her boundless kindness, we strove to be better, for ourselves as well as those around us. And in Her Majesty's absence, there is a sadness beyond words. Yet we will remember her. Remember all the good that she has done for us. So let us pray, as the people of the Old Kingdom once did, for the peaceful repose of the departed. And let us keep our beloved Queen forever in our hearts, that her memory might guide us unto the morrow. Would that I could find solace in my own words.
You forgot to turn off your mic, sir. They put flowers on the aetherite.
I thought that was a cute detail.
This is another situation where...
Was Queen Sphene taken to the cloud?
This is another situation where it would have been a lot more, like, gut-wrenching if they hadn't so firmly established that Queen Sphene died and her soul cycled on, and this was just a simulacrum. Like... Yeah, I don't know. Probably hit harder a couple years ago.
Probably.
She must have been. To still remember her is strange, isn't it, darling? I miss her. She would always cheer me up when I was down. But even though I remember her, I'll never see her again. That doesn't make sense. It seems that's what it means to die, I'm afraid. But what will happen to us? Are we just going to be sad forever?
What will happen indeed? Everything that we have, we owe to Queen Sphene. How are we to go on without her?
I still remember Her Majesty so clearly. If only I didn't, I might feel better about the future of our realm.
Perhaps we should also consider moving to Tuliolo. The journey won't be easy, but it'd be better than staying here in uncertainty.
Flash cut to me standing in the shadows dressed as a Grim Reaper.
In times like these, I take comfort in the beliefs of a Turali people called the Yokui. To them, death isn't the end. So long as we're remembered, we never truly die. It could be the same for Queen Sphene, you know? If you keep her alive in your hearts, she'll always be with you.
But we still won't be able to see her, right? I don't want to think about that. I wish I could just forget instead of having to feel like this.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to impose. Please, mourn your queen however you see fit. As expected, they struggle to come to terms with their loss. I hope they can find a way to move forward.
It's not only grief that weighs on them, but worry for the future. Bereft of their queen, how will they proceed?
True. But with that at least, we're not powerless to help. What is it, Guloja?
Pinky boy.
I was wondering, is it better to remember or forget someone when they're dead?
Wow.
I remember my father, and every time I think of him, it hurts. It's the same with Queen Sphene. Knowing that she's gone makes me feel sad. But it's different with my mother. I never knew her, so I don't feel as bad. I want to remember my father, but maybe I'd be better off forgetting him.
Guloja.
Why don't we continue this somewhere else?
I don't like that zoom in on the thingy, the head thingy, the Neuralink. I forgot what it's called. Don't like that. Cool job. Everyone's sad now. Seems like a good place to continue our conversation. For real, let's go sit down and lounge for a bit. Introduce Gululja to the joy of drinking your sorrows away. Hey, Gululja, do you really know nothing at all about your mother? Shell searched the system for information on residents, but the only Mamulja she found listed were my father and me. Even if she died and was erased from people's memories, she should have been there, but she wasn't. But you're here means she was here too, inside the dome. There can't be any way about it. Do you want to know your mother? If you don't want to, we can stop spending time on it. I think so. Even if it makes me feel sad, I want to know her. So I want to try looking again, and if I don't find anything this time, I'll give up. See, well, if that's what you want. I'll help you. I'd like to help as well, and I believe I speak for the others too. I can't bother you with this. You already came for the funeral. We came here not only for the funeral, but to see whether all was well in Alexandria. We're not about to leave just yet. Besides, in seeking to learn about your mother, we're bound to learn about your father as well. By retracing the steps of the man who kept his own counsel, we may gain knowledge that can serve the people of Alexandria. Alright, thank you everyone. Alright, I should change my outfit. This is a bit much. We'll go to this. This has still got the black going for mourning purposes. Assuming neither memories nor records of Gululja's mother remain, we must cast as wide a net as possible. I suggest we split into groups. Gobo, if you make inquiries in the outskirts, the rest will do the same in Solution 9. Okay, time to go to my least favorite map of the expansion. Actually, I think the one across the bridge is closer. Looking at the map, I'm like, I think we're actually closer to the one across the bridge than we are to the one on the same little sector. I did a lot of thinking about the maps in this expansion during my unlock flight in Living Memory stream, and I do think that Heritage Found is my least favorite map. I think this is No, I think I like this one better than... That's hard. This is definitely one of the two worst maps. It's just... Middle-aged Tonawawata. I'm sorry, I never heard of the Mulja woman living in this box, much less one connected to Zeralja. Might have better luck talking to the people in Tawa and Tonawaltan settlement to the north of Everkeep, a place called Uwiata. The resilient son won their loyalty when we saved them from some crisis or another. If I remember correctly, their chief's name was Kaneloka. Yay! We've learned about Zeralja's devoted. I'm sure they won't be mad at us at all. People called Zeralja's devoted? No, they won't be mad at us for killing the guy that they're devoted to. Fresh face Tonawawata. Huh? Looking for a Galulja woman? Oh, Galulja's mama. Can't help you there, I'm afraid. I only know a little about Zeralja, and only what my father told me. Then before the dome cut us off from the outside, a Tural Vidral had appeared that was terrorizing the region. In response, Zeralja assembled a party of warriors. With them, confronted and felled the beast. It was interesting to hear the king's feat in the past. There's a battle with a Tural Vidral. And I saw the person I need to talk to over here.
Oh, found her.
Yep. Mojo woman? Their people's never been a common sight around here. Last time I saw one would have been before the dome came down over our heads. She was among an entourage of Landsguard that was dispatched here. I assume they all returned to Tuliolal after their mission. If any remained, I suppose they could have been trapped here with the rest of us. I see. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and save the money. I only have 473,000 gil. I have so much more I need to save up if I want the mount. Let's just go in now. Yes, I don't need to talk to the sentry anymore.
Oh, wrong one.
Neonstein. I want to take you to the gay bar. I want to take you to the gay bar. Gay bar. Hi, melancholy. Oink. Gulu just told me we have previously tried to track down records of the mother, but came up empty-handed. With everyone's help, hopefully we can get somewhere this time. Well, you need to look for a Landsguard woman who lives with Zeraldra's devoted and probably fucked him after he killed a Tural Vidral. Also, you spoke with quite a few different people. Let's combine our findings and see what we might draw. So Zeraldra brought a retinue of Landsguard to Yasulani, among whom was a female Mamulja. His mission was to rid the region of a Tural Vidral, and I believe it's safe to say that was the crisis in Ueyawata he resolved. If some of the troops struck around for a time, perhaps to assist the villagers with recovery efforts, they could have indeed gotten trapped in the dome. We also heard stories about the settlement in Ueyawata. People lived there until a decade ago, and Zeraldra made regular visits. If he required secrecy, a location home to his most loyal followers would be ideal, and if this Mamulja woman had remained there, they would have had occasion to come in contact. I see, but what could Zeraldra have been doing in that village? I wonder. Point at the child. We know how children happen, I presume. If you do not know, I think we can answer that question. Yes, Kryl. Please explain to us. How are babies made, Kryl? In order to retrace Zeraldra's steps, Raha and I spoke with a researcher who worked at Orogenics. He said that approximately 20 years ago, a number of his colleagues were transferred to a research facility outside Everkeep, per the King's direct order. Now, this is the first I've heard of such a facility. Only Vanguard was believed to have been under the King's jurisdiction. It was apparently being used to develop a new kind of weapon, but I'm afraid that was all we could learn. It's plenty to go on. Even if the work there was classified, any materials and equipment needed would have been manufactured within Everkeep. So if we look into transportation records... There it is. The routes are full of detours and attempts at obfuscation, but large deliveries were made to you and to Uweyawata. To Uweyawata. Uweyawata. Far too large for a mere village. There hasn't been any activity for years, though. It's likely the facility's been decommissioned. Think that's where my mother was? I can't say for certain just yet. I reckon there's a good chance. That's amazing! Even though no one remembers her, you managed to figure all this out! Each piece of the puzzle may reveal little on its own. When we put several together, a picture begins to form. And even though memories fade, footprints remain to mark the path of those who walked before. And that's called archaeology. A lesson I learned in another life. So we'll be investigating the secret facility in Uweyawata then. And this time I want you to come along, Gulja.
Oh, look at him. He's so precious.
Uweyawata is the other side of the lake. To get there, you'll need to take a hover cargo from the Rift Downs. Alright, thank you, Shale. You have so many mommies. Saralja, oh my gosh. All the lesbians have adopted Saralja. Yeah, all the lesbians. Shale, Geode, this gal who's obsessed with supplies, these two who are doing something on the computer.
Would that have made Otis a he-him lesbian?
Even Genalt. Genalt's the he-him lesbian. The he-him lesbian who had top surgery and never wears a shirt ever again. But refuses to be called a trans guy. I've met people like that.
What was I doing? Oh yeah, I need to get out of here.
Bye, Melancholy. Mwah. We'll see you at the drift. We'll see you after we're done at the Drift Downs.
Oh.
This is a place. All right, this is the fortune teller. I remember now. Crash landing. Yes, I am forever 14. What of it? So the hover cargo will take us across the lake. I've never been over there before. It's still inside the dome, so I don't expect it'll be too different from here. We'll likely encounter dangerous beasts, so the rest of us will go first. You follow when it's safe to do so, alright? Alright, be careful, everyone. And you were concerned about not getting to the dungeon, Halabali.
I may have overestimated how long it takes to get to it. It's been a while since I've gone through this.
Well, right in time for our normal start. We get to do the dungeon. Well, Ura's BRPing. Which I guess means that I decide what outfit I want to wear into the dungeon. gonna attempt something I haven't attempted yet. Fly over the wall. Okay. If it didn't let me fly over the wall, I would have been even less happy with this map than I already am. Okay. What outfit, chat, shall we wear into the field station? We have our fancy Reaper outfit. We have our Lithromantic Knight. Gun Knight. Adventure. Kind of dark pirate. Secret Pervert, which I kind of want to update. I'm kind of getting tired of this. We have Golden Devil. Scholar. The Vow of Reason is a bit of a pervert and made me wear this outfit. Outfit. Street clothes with a cute belly button. I'm a bit of a pervert and decided to wear this outfit myself. Outfit. Comfy winter outfit. Crafting outfit. Trans Pride Pirate. Our dragon outfit that I actually probably rearranged too. Tribal outfit that probably needs a little work. Because other tribal outfit in memory of our beloved bunny girl in the Melee PPS quests. Whose name slips my mind in the just image of our little butch bunny girl doing the glasses thing, which was really hot. Trans Pride Space Pirate Gobo. Nice pure Gobo. Portly Lover Gobo. I'm feeling... Actually, I'm feeling Trans Pride Space Pirate. But I'll take any feedback from chat before I hit OK.
There's so many options.
I know. And they're all so good. Except for this one, and this one. And this one, that I'm kind of wanting to revisit. Trans Pride Space Pirates. We're ready. Rawr.
Oh, it's like in a Hawkstride away?
Yeah,
I was expecting like several more quests.
I was already giving Halabali a hard time about this.
Well, I just unlocked it.
Yuyawada Field Station, duty completion. Min-eye levels, Silence Echo. Yuyawata Field Station, mine. Come, suffer with us, heart. Make sure I put blind at the start.
Oh, I got some tombstones. I'll head to Solution 9 and spend them. The party finder is up. They're gonna make the city so big. They should at least let me use my mount.
I was watching a review of the end of the like end game cities on YouTube, and they made the observation that until Shadowbringers, we could use our mounts in the end game cities. Like, you could use your mount in Mordona, you can use your mount in Edilshire, you can use your mount in the Stormblood place.
You're a
Rauger's Reach.
Oh, Rauger's Reach.
And then you can't use it in Yulmore, and you can't use it in Razadhan, and you can't use it in Solution 9. It's like, grr, give it back.
You have the mount, but you can't fly.
You can use, yeah, you can use the mount in Solution 9?
No. In the cities where you can use the mount,
Yeah.
you can't fly with the mount.
Exactly. Except for Mordona, because Mordona is special. But yeah, like, just being able to use the mount would be great. Where? Let me use my mount. I can understand not using it in the main hub city, but... Oh, there's actually, like, a down.
Let's see. I guess the Curious should be like the first thing I get.
Yeah, apparently, the Tombstone gear is better in slot for melee DPS than the Courtly Lover gear. So I'm gonna actually have to get it, I think, so I can wear it. I did my research.
That the Historia or the Bygone?
The later one.
Okay.
I forget which one it is.
Yeah, those would be the Bygones.
Ah! I'm not here to play with you.
I have a bunch of the Bygone sets, because while going through the Savage raids, the augmented Bygone becomes some of the best in slot.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was looking up like, okay, is this actually Biss? Or do I have to worry about something else? And I do have to worry about something else. Wah. Which is fine, but also wah.
I was thinking just like grab whatever equipment I can just like grab within reasonable, and then I'll just worry about best in slot later.
Yeah, we don't need to worry about best in slot in the short term. We're going to be normaling. But considering that we are nearing the end of content and that my lunatic ass is like, so blind mine savage raids. Who can we bully into that? Like, I know it will be hard. I know it will be painful. But, like, I don't know. Something seems really fun about trying to gather a bunch of people who are completely blind and being like, we're not going to look at any guides and we're going to try to beat our heads against the wall and decode the fight and figure out the way to do it. Because, like, that's a skill set, and a skill set needs practicing. And I think I've enjoyed the game more since I stopped looking at guides for everything.
I don't think I know anyone that like has Dawntrail post-game stuff, much less would not look at a guide.
Yeah, that's the thing too. I'm like that. We might not be realistic because like the people I know, like some of them have just finished the last of the ultimates. So like that. We have an Odie brand. We're ready. You can worry about my lunacy later. Execute. Ready. Check.
Actually, is this the climb I want to bring? Whatever. I look good in it anyway, so I
You have
want
a
an
moment.
excuse to wear it.
You have a moment to figure out a glamour. You have a little less moment. Last chance to figure out glamour. Going once, going twice, going a final time.
Whatever.
Here we go. Alrighty. This is cute.
You know, I guess grabbing best in slot would be pointless as we're doing mine.
I've been told that it can affect some things. Alright, we gotta save.
Oh, how convenient. A lightning suddenly destroyed that log that was in the way.
Yay! I think it was very dramatic because I unlocked my next enshrouded exactly the same moment of lightning struck. It was beautiful.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
emerges from the ground.
Oh, this one good. Oh, there's another one. Oh, that's how it's gonna be. Oh.
I'm not sure what happens if we don't break those nodes.
I
Presumably
can imagine
death.
it could go wide.
That was a really good fight, though. I like that fight.
That was fun.
I can see why a lot of people would dislike it, though. Research note! Research note! Sorry, research note.
Well, His Majesty Zoralja is not the first to conceive of transferring a beast's soul into a person's body. Safety and ethical concerns have ensured no earnest attempts have been made to date. Yet our king believes that there is no greater evil than to hinder the potential of man, and so he has ordered us to make this conception a reality. He would bolster our military might and break through the outside world. If our research would further his ambition, then perhaps it is worth pursuing.
Whoa. I hope Older Brandhorn understood that blind meant we were blind. Well, another research note.
More friends.
Oh, how nice.
Rotted researchers are the best kind.
Dummy.
It's the population of the Applied Physics Laboratory out of Laurel.
Huh.
That's right, I'm bringing spicy Maryland academia takes to our stream. If you're still working at the APL, you need to quit. Research note. Our bodies are fragile vessels. Although the infusion of another person's soul confers strength and vitality, the soul of a beast yields mixed results. Even when stripped of memories, a feral soul can induce psychological instability in the subject. I suspect this is because primal instincts remain, and while a certain amount of bestial ferocity is expected, and I dare say welcomed, too many such souls can be led to physical mutations. For now, our objective shall be to determine the threshold beyond which a body is at risk of uncontrolled mutation. The gasp!
Oh, Galuja, what are you doing all the way over there?
You're not supposed to be in here! You're not supposed to be in here! Buddy! Oh no!
Oh. Uh-oh.
He's bringing more friends.
Yay! So we get to read the research notes and have efficient fights. Your turn.
The rate of transfiguration may be dictated by the potency of the soul consumed. We've experimented with fiends of great power, but mutations were observed after the infusion of merely a single soul. No better was this phenomenon illustrated than with poor Atticus. His body was altered irreparably, and he lost all capacity for rational thought. While the primary objective of this research was to utilize the soul of a Tual Vidral, I suggest to see a path forward. An alternative approach must be considered.
Oh no! Goldjaw, you're not supposed to be here! Oh my gosh!
Oh, is that where they all came from?
Oh goodness gracious.
Your turn.
My turn. My turn! If the source of our failure thus far has been the inability of our bodies to contain feral souls, what if we were to reverse the process? We're purging a beast of its memories and infusing it with a man's soul, one still possessed of its own memories. As we stand to gain absolute control over a vessel of great power, my subordinate who first proposed this brilliant hypothesis shall have the honor of being the first to transcend our meager limits. I must prepare his soul for extraction at once. Galuljaw says, I have a bad feeling about this.
Is that it over there?
I know, and I'm laughing.
Kariloka!
He's dead though.
I think some folks really hate this fight.
Ooh. Okay, I can see why, but this is like, I like this.
I screwed up my rotation during it. But I can see why. Oh my gosh. I screwed up my rotation so much. But you know what?
Oh, this is... Oh, this is fun. Hey, why don't I get a marker on me?
Because I don't think it would be possible to have all of us stand there without overlap.
Oh, not this again.
To the wall, or you die.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
Ow.
That was, oh hi, that was a shield that reflected my attack. King of Resolve's purpose. King of Resolve's dead, we killed him.
Oh, this one again.
This mechanic is really neat. Oh, I see, they're coming from the outside. It's the souls of the damned. Okay, I understand now.
Oh, I will put that up.
Well,
It's okay.
Sorry.
Somehow missed that one.
I survived that. At least he only does the wall mech once.
Yeah, I'd say except for the wall mech, I liked everything. Even though the wall mech isn't what killed me, it was the shield. Well, I guess the wall mech did kill me by, like, stacking bullshit on me.
Yeah, the one that killed me, but I was already at half health because I got caught in that goop.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wow, it looks really bad out here.
Please go after Aura.
Oh, did I miss someone?
He lagged behind.
Whoa!
That was neat.
Wait, give me a second.
Gululja, only one. I think you might be right about it not being a good sign. It's
Oh, is this Carbuncle?
Looney
No.
Piatti.
Viral Vidral.
Looney Piatti. Big bunny Vidral. Well. Gululja?
Whee!
Notice that giant hole in the hill face?
I see it.
I imagine that's going to be a case of we don't want to get hit by whatever causes that.
Oh, I wasn't even looking at that. Oh,
Okay,
Okay.
don't stand either where it's coming from or going. Lesson learned. Okay.
yeah, good to know, good to know. Oh, that's just rude. I don't know why I thought that would work.
I just wasted my Perfectio. Woo.
Okay. Now we gotta stay on this edge.
I can see where this is going. Ow.
Oh, that's new? Oh, Get behind the bunny! Stack. Oh, this is definitely taking a different direction than I thought it would.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh. Follow me, little bunny. Oh, that's not fair.
This is gonna hurt. Ow, ow, ow.
I feel like we're busy dodging more than TPSing at this point.
That's fine.
Oh, everyone might want to step back.
Yeah.
Oh, that way. Oh, I'm gonna get hit. How the heck did I not get hit from that? Whew.
That was awesome. I love that.
That was cool, but I was like worried.
That was. Whew. That was so good. Oh my god. I especially love the ring. Oh my god, the ring. I loved the ring. I loved the limited area.
Oh yeah. Gotta.
Alabali.
Sorry. It's a really deep pit.
Actually. Yeah, let's face it this way. Come on, do your thing. Perfect. I think that is the perfect shot. Okay. Yay!
Oh, that's a pretty robe.
Ah. I obtained the Yuyuata robe. Oh, I want that.
For all the talk of my brother felling this beast, he only imprisoned it, like Vali Armanda.
Oh.
From what I could tell, they sought to transfer people's souls and memories into bestial vessels at that facility. The Tural Vidral explains the need for a remote location. It was doubtless their prime subject. Though I expect Zeralja did not foresee the opportunities it presented when he imprisoned the creature.
Oh no! Is this Galucha's mama?
And so, in order to prevent the breakdown of the individual, I instead seek to transfer their soul into the body of the beast.
This would allow one to wield the power of a Tural Vidral.
In theory, our initial experiments will involve lesser creatures. But in time, I am confident we will be able to bring even the mightiest under our control.
And what becomes of those who offer their souls?
As they won't be able to return to their original forms, we must consider them lost. But the sacrifice will be worthwhile, for the army you stand to gain will far surpass any composed of mechanical soldiers.
Very well. Recruit volunteers and begin at once.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I shall return to the observatory and see to the necessary preparations.
So, you've given him permission?
Teshalja, You will assist Kaniloka. As one of the Land's Guard's finest chirurgeons, your knowledge may be of use in his experiments. You will also watch him closely. In what you learn, you will report to me. You object to his project, or are you incapable of performing this duty?
No, Your Majesty. Whether we shelter within the dome or expand beyond it, we require great power. But with no one to rely upon, we must take that power for ourselves, even if the means are questionable. I will do as you command. But if Kaniloka's work bears fruit, I wish to beg a boon.
What do you desire?
Something that I had accepted I would never have in Tuliyollal. That I believed would forever be beyond me. That it was foolish to covet. But here and now, it is close. So very, very close.
Perform your duty to my satisfaction, and anything you desire is yours.
What she desires is your lizard dick. Oh my god. That is the horniest video game woman I have ever seen in my life.
That which I seek does not lie within this dome.
It was only
Here,
just a few
I cannot
seconds.
prove the miracle.
I know, but she was so horny. I'm like, oh my god. I have seen video game women in like no top, scanty bottom, draping themselves over someone who were less horny than this woman was with her gaze.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was some thirst in her eyes, that's for sure.
And her gaze at
But
his scapula, which,
If what you
fair,
seek is
I
at
can
hand,
respect a good,
then
nice
you may claim
scapula.
it, for it has no value to me.
If what you seek is at hand, you may claim it has no value to me. Zoraija, mood.
Yeah, I don't think he's interested.
Would estrogen have saved Zoraija?
I don't think so.
Would it have made her worse?
Probably not.
Are you alright?
I must prove I am the miracle. He says as he takes Fantasia before bed.
Teishelja. Could she be my mother?
Like the people in the outskirts said, few Mamulja lived in the Yasulani. I can't imagine many other Ubico women were trapped in the dome. That being the case, she could well be the one.
This observatory Kaniloka returned to, could it not be part of the research facility? We might learn something about Teishelja there.
That's where we're going next then.
Yay! Wait, is this like... Oh, this is like explorable.
Oh. Are you saying we could have just gone back and looked over those notes?
Before I accept this quest, I'm gonna actually go see if I can find out. Because if yes, then we, womp.
Looks like these are a private instance.
Yes, these are a private instance, and it does not look I'm not seeing the research notes. I'm pretty sure there were research notes around here, so... With my minuscule poking about, I will say we had to read them in the dungeon. So sorry. I wish I could see into the past like you. I could see people who are gone. Because there aren't any other Mamuja women here. For a long time, I couldn't even imagine what my mother looked like. When I visited Tuliolol and saw some, I was able to picture her in my mind. One day, I hope I can see what she actually looked like as well. Yay! We can now enter with a party of NPCs. I should look. How do these compare? 256, 362. So they're not as good as what I've got already that I spent money on. Good to know.
Oh, hey,
Got
I
some
got an
extra
Overseer Cunning to Look Up card. What is that triple triad card doing here?
I don't know.
That is for Godbert to know and you to wonder.
Maybe you could ask Godbert about that. Kryl. Oh, well, we discerned the purpose of the research conducted here. The traces that remain might afford us greater insight into what came of it. Let's take a look around for information as well as a way to the upper level. Cool, just stay close and don't actually come into the dungeon next time. OMG. Boy. Running ahead like that. This shall be my bedroom. When I have a meltdown, I won't smack my head against the wall. It's great. Yay.
Sorry to tell you this, Galuja, but I think either of those people were dead or they're dead now.
What happened to the people here? Did they all leave, or did we already meet them? I think we killed them on the way in. I think you watched me murder them, actually. To think that people actually volunteered their souls for these experiments. Success was far from guaranteed, even in the best case. They'd ceased to be men. Was their devotion to Zeralja so absolute? Yep, and if there's any still alive, they're gonna do terrorism. It won't open, and I don't think it'll yield to our shoulders either. We have to do it the old-fashioned way and find a key. I'm gonna try, just to be sure. We need a verification key. Yep, I can't even slash it open. You're right. I'll say, as you always are. Oh god, there's still more of them.
I think we can just bring Galuja here and see if we could just, like, open it.
Galuja, do you want to let these guys out, and if they cause problems, I'll kill them? I wonder what Bekluk would make of this research into transferring souls. Oh my god. We could bring Bekluk here when we open up a portal to the first. Be like, hey, you want to see what some absolute monsters we're up to? Maybe you can properly appreciate it more than we can and share.
Bekluk's gonna have a heart attack.
God, there's blood splattered all over the inside of that room. The research is likely moved between the upper and lower levels. Yeah, we have to find a key. Oh no, a key. A key's going to be at the far end. Test subject's journal. Makes me angry to think about what they did here. Another journal.
Well, that's a little horrifying.
They're recruiting volunteers for a new experiment. I know I'm not as bright as the others, but they wouldn't laugh at me if I was stronger than them. This might be my chance. Soul transferred a few days ago. I can write. Can write good? Yes, I'm good. Very good. Getting hard to control strength. They bit hand off a feeder. Cannot help it, so strong. Hungry. Always hungry. Can't control. Eat. I must eat. An eater must eat. There's no verification key. Just eat, eat, eat. Which, mood. Hey! Boop, 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 boop. Sure is a good thing they left this cabinet open. Because otherwise it would be one of these closed cabinets and we wouldn't have any access to the key.
Yay.
Yay.
Couldn't he just, like, open them or something?
Maybe.
Well, I guess it could have been locked, but then we just call a locksmith.
Yeah, like... What sort of RPG do you think this is? Do you think this is Baldur's Gate 3 or something? We can open up boxes and loot them? Trash? OMG. Can't find key, roll credits. It seems the key can be used to operate the lift as well. Up we go. Dungeon Part 2. Uewata Station Upper Floor. Unlocked. Well, seriously, that's like when I say that they're like limiting themselves by forcing themselves into the regular like dungeon trial pattern. That's an example. Like you could absolutely do something like Uewata Station and then do this little bit, find the key, and then have another dungeon unlock, and people are like, "What? What?" They'd be like, "Oh my god." No, they'd have to put the bunny on the roof. You'd have to have a different boss on the bottom that you're like, okay, that's cool, and then you do the bunny like in the upper floors, like you actually have him like imprisoned. Although in that case we're doing dungeon then trial, which they do a lot. So I don't know. So this is the observatory.
Dang, this kid even knows how to type.
I didn't expect it to be similar. This is a far cry from the temple that held Vali Garmanda. All the machinery appears to still be in operation. I expect there are auxiliary systems in place to ensure that monitoring can continue even in emergencies. The warnings indicate various anomalies related to the seal's failure. Most likely, for a blessing, we managed to fell the beast before it could cause harm. Alright then, let's see if we can find some clues about Kululjo's mother. I think I can use this terminal. Shale taught me how. I need someone to help me push that button up there. My arms are too short. Thank you, Grahatia. Oh, there's so much data. I don't know what we should look at. Perhaps we can narrow down the search by inputting the name Shilja. Shalja. It brought up a lot of results. They all seem to say the same thing. The Shilja, Administrator of Experimental Treatments, Research Logs. Oh, this sounds good, doesn't it? Chances are the data's encrypted. Even if not, it'll take considerable time to go through it all. Then let's take it with us to the back room and have Shale analyze it. Agreed. Time to rip out some hard drives! Galolja, let's just, like, rip out the hard drives, shove them in a bag, bring them all. Then we have, like, all the data. Okay, fine, we'll copy it to your USB. He wants to show off his computer skills. I remember being 7.
He even bought like the fancy USB ones. It's probably like a character or something.
There, it's finished. Or like the ones I bought my kids when my kids needed a USB stick, and I bought them USB-C that was built inside of a functioning pen, so that I could say, "Here you go. Here's your pen drives."
Ooh.
To which my son said, "Mom, why are you giving us dad jokes?" Thank you so much for bringing me all the way here, everyone. Oh, if you're happy, then so am I. Besides, I was able to learn more about my brother as well. It was a fruitful adventure for both of us. I just got a thought. What if Galulja's mom just, like, stole genetic information from Zeralja to produce the child and never actually fucked him?
Oh, no.
And that's why Zeralja was like, oh, what the hell? Well, why do I have a son?
That is absolutely a thing Elon would do.
Is absolutely a thing that Elon would do.
Oh no.
In fact, it's like, I think it actually is a thing that Elon does. I'm pretty sure none of his kids are like a result of fucking. Except, of course, for his eldest daughter. Because I'm pretty sure he was like actively involved in like a scientific process to make sure that they all came out male. And then the universality of the God-given blessing of transsexuality destroyed his hopes and dreams. God said, "You will have a daughter, regardless of what you do with science." And it broke his mind. There we are. Authorities will doubtless wish to be informed about the facility and its contents. First things first, let's deliver the data to Shale. I guess that is a good thing that we copied, because they might confiscate the frickin' hard drives. And now we have a copy. I still think we should have brought the hard drives. Just pile them all up in the back room and then copy them into a new hard drives. It's like, we have all the data. Excuse me. Tassos. Melancholy, hi. Welcome back. Gulja's already giving me the storage device. Looks to be a wealth of data, all of which is encrypted, so I'll need time to process everything. In that case, Alice and I might take ourselves around the city and check on the people. Aye, their mood has us a bit worried. I don't know if there's anything we can do to help. We'll see. Understood? I'll let you know as soon as I finish my work. Thank you. I'll see you again soon. Yay! Geode? Girl, what do you want? Alizade. Oh, mood out there is still grim. Some of the Tyrell, you remember a time before we were dependent on the soul system. But even they're unsettled and wondering aloud if they'll have the chance to reunite with old friends and family before they pass on. With good reason, too. Journey home won't be easy for one who's grown old. That's why it's mostly been younger folk been leaving for Tyrell, ones with no elders to care for. Word of the problem has reached us in Tuliolal. My brother's doing all he can to see the Zaktural Railroad restored to operation, so people may come and go more freely. Unfortunately, the tracks only go as far as Vanguard, so some traveling by foot will still be necessary. And so, railroad would make things a sight easier. How long before it's back in service? I couldn't say. When I left for the visit, Kwana seemed reluctant to make promises. While Shale's working on the data, we could go see the state for ourselves. To Shalawani Station, then. I'll make sure to keep Kwana informed. Woohoo! I'm gonna change my outfit. That's right. I look good in glasses. Farewell, melancholy. I don't know when I'll be back again. Mwah. No one tell Cassie about my fling with the bunny girl. I said, no one tell Cassie about my fling with the bunny girl. You're like, ooh. I was only going to do it the one time. Then if there wasn't anything after, I'd be like, she must be busy with chats. But no, that time she heard me. She put a little shock wall face in there. Alas, I can't be with melancholy. I have to come here and see a man about a train. Hi, Walika. We need to arrange a train. How many guys can you get together? Whoosh over everyone's head.
Power of resolve and go apart to boot. What can I do you for?
We're hoping for good news about the railroad. There's an increasing number of people looking to return to Tyrrell that can't make the journey on foot.
I see. As it happens, the Vow of Reason's also on his way here to take stock of the situation. Ah, Scratch the on his way.
Aaronville! New outfit! Hi! Can our little Bun outgrow his old clothes? No, we're gonna be like, you're looking good, boy.
Oh dear.
I'm not gonna be mean to him. As the guild ship has officially approved my transition from gleaner to independent contractor, I was in need of more befitting attire. You'll hear about the railroad too? It is in part for my sake that the original Dawn Blazer was sacrificed, so I felt it only right I assist with its replacement. Speaking of which, I assume Lamati has explained the growing urgency of the need? What have you to report?
And new locomotive was on track for completion, but we're having difficulty pulling her into the station, so to speak. See, when we used Dawn Blazer to get into the dome, urgency outweighed all the other considerations. Now we're back to our original problem. How to run the railroad without upsetting the inhabitants of Mawatasoan. Ah, that is Loronic. Well, the Hetzaro that follow them are none too pleased about their Hetzo being spooked by the noise of the locomotive either. The solution I've devised to quieten the railroad should address that complaint. But a silent train presents a different danger. The Loronic will need to be deterred from wandering across the tracks. And I suppose we can't just blow the whistle at them, or they'll panic and be put off their grazing again. Weren't the railroads plotted to avoid Ronic-preferred grazing areas, though? It's odd they're getting so close in the first place. The Ronic's grazing patterns have shifted since the tracks were laid. I'm not certain why, but I intend to ask the people of Mehwatsoan for their insight. As a major proponent of the railroad, I have a duty to assist in the matter, and I would hear what the Hetzaru have to say about it. They're the ones most affected, after all. I believe it would be best to begin by consulting their leader, Huato. The rest of you can accompany us to the Hetzaru encampment, if you like. Yay! The Hetzaru!
still can't believe I had no response to my train joke.
I think I missed, like, the setup.
I said, we're here to see a man about a train. Hi, Wallach, how many guys can you get together? There we go. That's the response that I was hoping for. Totally not artificially and super, super late.
I did get a chuckle. I think I really did, like, mistake the first half of that joke.
It's okay. They don't all land. What a lovely melody.
There's so much dirt.
He's playing the Dawntrail theme. And all the women are like, oh my gosh, he's so hot. For playing the song. Valrizal, Valreason, I bid you welcome to our camp. What brings you all the way to Mehwat Soin? To Mehwat Soin. I thank you for seeing us. Our visit concerns the matter of Zaktural Railroad. Blah 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 blah. You two have noted the Ronick's unexpected change in behavior, then? My son, Shepeto, has been looking into the matter. Shepeto? Normally we'd expect the Ronick to keep their favorite grounds nearby for a while, and despite a thorough search, we haven't found anything wrong with the quantity or quality of the grazing in Perianoan or Yaltanane. Yet they refuse to keep where they usually would, instead pushing westward toward your railroad. I can certainly see no cause for this unseasonable migration. Nevertheless, they continue to move west and will follow. As a true Hitsaro would, I suppose. As you may have surmised, I am of Hitsaro descent. My parents traveled with the Ronick as well, though I myself have no memory of the experience. I was left behind as a babe, you see, during such a migration. One of many sacrifices necessitated by a nomadic lifestyle, I'm forced to assume. Gasp, abandoned. A chance encounter with a kind Pelu merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me his trade, that I might fend for myself. Became a stall-keeper in Tuliola's markets, and that is where I found the Dawn Servant. He adopted me, and I said that all wrong. I've already been in the same palace for some time when Lamatia came to join us. Like me, she'd been cast aside by her parents. I knew the pain of solitude and wanted to spare her that suffering. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her. Truly, I've never heard of the Ronick choosing a path so arduous as to force a terrible decision, nor of any Hetsara willingly leaving their own flesh and blood behind. There must have been some exceptional circumstance. I cannot say. The idea of following in their footsteps that I might better make excuses for their actions has never much appealed to me. Even if it might help you better understand the Ronick's current behavior? As is often the case, you are correct. Though my discomfort with Hitsara way may arise from fear of reopening old wounds rather than blind fervor for innovation, it would nevertheless see me repeat past mistakes. To refuse to learn of our country's treasured traditions would make me a poor Dawn servant indeed. Please, teach me of the Ronick and what they mean to you. I promise to listen with an open mind. We would be delighted. In the meantime, your companions are welcome to look around. Will you learn of the Hitsaro culture with me? Should like to approach this with the fervent curiosity you and my sister share. It would be useful to know whether I am doing it correctly. Oh, then it's settled. You'll learn more of the Ronick, and we'll have a look around the plains. Perhaps in the process we'll find answers we seek. I will need skill speed materia at some point. I will. Alabali. I don't know how much, but I know I need some. My knowledge of the culture I was born into is from written accounts alone, and few of them, at least, at that. I have to wear this outfit because Koana bought it for me. He's making me. That's in my head canon. He's upset that I... wasn't wearing it when he showed up. Yay! I have anything to give you in exchange. Have some trash. That came from the company chest. I took it out to give it to Cassie, and then I couldn't trade with her.
Okay.
You can do with it what you will. Yay! Have farm materia. Geppetto, girl, sup? And don't you dare try to tell me that you're a boy when you're wearing that outfit. I see your boob window. I respect. The quickest way to learn about our way of life is to do as we do. I hope you're not above manual labor. I'm not the most experienced, I'm ashamed to admit, but I'll put forth every effort. That's all we ask. Take these tools. Introduce yourself to anyone who looks busy and ask if you can help. They'll be happy to teach you what to do in exchange for another pair of hands to do it. Okay. Let's meet back here later to share what we've learned. Alrighty. I get to go do agricultural chores. It's just like I'm a kid again.
Yay!
Only this time it's going to be like cow poop instead of cutting my hands open detasseling corn. Hi,
Ow.
playful Hitsaru. You're learning about the Hitsaru way of life, are you? See? The boob window on the girl. Chief's son's an egg. Chief's son is such an egg. I may have a thing or two to share, but rather than talking your ear off, let me test your powers of deduction. I find answers easier to recall later if I arrive at them myself. Our Hitsaru provide us with something we can use in our medicines, poultices and soap, to drive away pests and sustain our fires. What is it? Dung. It sounds like there's a story there, but that is indeed the correct answer. We discovered myriad uses for Ronick chips over time, and each a boon to our way of life. Where there's a need, our Hetso always provide. Yay! Bullshit! Literally. Good luck with counting the wood. Oh, what's wrong, troubled Hitsaru? This one too, the wind will go right through. And me without my needle and sinew. Oh, I have one. For some reason. Oh, these are precisely what I need. I should be able to patch up the covering now. Given how often we pack and reassemble our tents, they're bound to get the occasional tear. Fortunately, the Ronick hide they're made of is durable enough that we generally needn't worry. Yay, leather. Quite possibly cured in the Ronick shit. Hey, talkative Hitsaru. I'm afraid I've finished my task for the time being, but since you're eager to learn, Why don't I tell you a bit about our migration customs? Notice, he is not wearing the boob window outfit. He's wearing the straps. Yeah. You can hand quest items over that way, Cassie. I didn't figure that out until, like, a long time in. If you're here already, you already know the Ronic are our Hetzo, our guides, and we travel with through the turning of the seasons. We trust them to lead us to fertile lands, with all we need to survive. But you may not know that sometimes the herd splits to two, bound for different paths. On those occasions, we must also part with half our number. You may think it strange and stressful, but over the years it's seen us visit new lands and broaden our horizons as a people. This, too, is the wisdom of the Hetzo. Okay. Life-changing indeed. Right-clicking in the quest box is just as life-changing as the splitting of the Hetzo. Hard. Ruffled Ronic, I talk to you now. Grr. Huh. This one's fur is a bit overgrown, but a good brushing should thin it out. Would you like to give it a try? We need the right tool for the job, mind you. A comb of the type you're used to would just get lost in the tangle like as not. Okay, I noticed the Fond Hetzo is got the femme outfit and the straps. Well, that just means Transmask Hetzaru. Geppetto sent a Ronic brush with you. Did he? How like him. Now let's run it through one patch at a time. Gently. I see, that's, okay, we found the eggs. Every tribe is gonna have, like, one of each flavor, and so we found the two. Well done. With less excess fur, our friend here was more comfortable in the afternoon heat. Less susceptible to illness. A combed coat also makes it easier for us to identify injuries, should the need arise. Yay! Whatsoever. Well, Geppetto, I met your boyfriend. The smell of the grass and the wind. Which is a good thing, I promise. You could nearly be mistaken for one of us, with the horns of Ronic to boot. Are you flirting with me? Are you... Oh no. Poor girl has missing horns gender dysphoria. Oh no. I have to wonder how Valkoana's getting on. I assumed he'd be reluctant to get his hands dirty, but seems his wish to understand us was sincere. Ah, there he is now. Please be covered head to toe in shit. Oh no. This has a friend. My apologies for my tardiness. I was tasked with grazing the Ronic, and it ended up rather far afield. I found myself wandering hither and thither at my companion's inclination. My forces back to the trail seemed inappropriate. Ah, but how was your own work? Have you anything to share? The Ronic are as important as family. Just like every nomadic people, they're obsessed with bullshit. Indeed, the Ronic provide for Hetzaru, and in turn the Hetzaru are good to the Ronic, just as a family should be. Mine is not the only way, but at times I lack the experience to know otherwise. My inability to conceive how a decision might be right does not mean it was wrong. My parents had a duty to the Ronic as they did to me, and so I wonder if their leaving me behind was not so selfish an act as I once believed. I'm pretty sure abandoning... Okay, I may be biased as someone who was abandoned as a toddler and then forced into the child care system as a result. But I think your parents were shitty, Koana, and your real dad was Galul Jaja, and the birth family isn't really all that important. I have no way to know, of course, and regardless, there's no bearing on our present concerns. We're here in service to the people of Tyrrell, after all. Nevertheless, I thank you for helping me find deeper meaning in what we've done today. I will endeavor to remain curious, especially where the Hetso are concerned. Yay! Let's take this Ronic back to the palace. I'm glad to hear that, Valkoana. You're welcome among our herd any time. Yay! Bum, ba, da, da, da. Valkoana? That Ronic looks like it has had way too much weed. Kwana, how'd it go? Look at that eye! This is the good stuff, yes. I finally believe I understand the significance of the Hetsaro. They nourish the Hetsaro as they grow, and provide warmth and companionship in a harsh and unpredictable world. They're the equal of any man, not beasts to be tamed. Moreover, Ronic are sensitive. Though we may treat their injuries or brush their coats to keep them hale, they must ever be free to follow their instincts and seek lands they might thrive. The Hetsaro would never cage them, nor should we. To control their migratory patterns or capture those who wander too close to the tracks is out of the question. Oh, then it's particularly important to advance our original line of inquiry. Fortunately, we were able to visit the Ronic's once favored grazing grounds. As we were told, the grass looks fine, but the place is too quiet. It's not just the Ronic. Even the birds and field mice have fled. We did encounter one pack of Ceratoraptors, but they looked to be passing through in a hurry. Typically, that sort of behavior in the fauna would be associated with natural disasters. Earthquakes, landslides, and the like. Well, the Hetsaro would surely put two and two together were the case caused geological. I measured the area's aether to be certain. There was indeed nothing to suggest recent environmental disruption, but I did notice one anomaly. A strong etheric signature to the east, moving across the plain, albeit slowly. A large animal, perhaps? A Taralvadrala? And a powerful one, like as not. A predator, given the local fauna's behavior. One of the raptors we saw looked like it had a bite taken out of its tail by something with very large fangs. Could it be a Turuhetso? Turuhetso? Ronek Reaver, in the common tongue. Our people have several names for such creatures. Fangs that steal Hetso in the night is another evocative one. The Ronek can fend off predators with their horns, but not the Turuhetso. Their scales are tough as adamant, and neither horn nor arrow can pierce them. A well-toothed carnivore with unusually tough hide. I cannot recall any such fauna in this region. They usually roam the wilds in the northeast. Most herds keep well clear of them. Can't tell you why this one's so far from home, and it's packed both. In any case, I believe the source of the Ronic's consternation is clear, as is our next move. We must drive this Reaver away, that they might return to their grazing lands in peace. Farewell, Halabali. Good luck with your work thing. Never fear. We'll make certain the beast threatens you no more. Ba-ba-ba-da. Oh. I heard the party leave and I thought it was Halabali getting ready to go.
Nope, it was me.
No, it was me, Dio. The Ronic Reaver is a clear threat to the local population. We cannot allow it to roam unchecked. It won't do for us to go gunning off and search without a plan. If we made proper preparation, if others are returning from across the plain have spotted it, they may be able to inform us of its behavior and where it might be found. Several cutscenes shall play in succession. Yay! Good luck with server swap, good luck with work, good luck with raids later.
Help! Help! Odura Hetsu is coming this way!
Yeah, gasp! Turuhetsu.
It has beasts across the plains in a panic, and our Ronek are practically paralyzed with fear. We must get them to safety.
We can assist by helping to calm the creatures. Once they're less agitated, it should be possible to hurt them.
And after they're out of harm's way, we'll deal with the Ronek Reaver.
I suggest you remain here to attend to the Ronek when they arrive.
Gosh, my nose is very snuffly. One moment. Yay, thank the 12 about Aether being open. Yay!
They'll be safe with me. Please, be careful out there.
Make haste! We must protect the Ronek!
Ronic protection!
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
Excellent. Let's pray the Itzaro, alright. Dun, 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 dun. I see them.
There they are!
They're terrified. We must do what we can to soothe them.
Shh, it's okay. We'll kill the monster. Alright.
That herd should be alright. Let's look for stragglers.
Through the barrier.
Ronek are to rally too. None shall be left behind.
They're coming! Go the hunters!
There must be something up ahead. Come!
I see them.
There!
Pterodactyls.
These are no match for the likes of us. You're mine!
All or nothing, then. It seems that did the trick.
Get out of here!
For the fodder, at least. But where's...
The big monster. Rawr.
Huh.
Hi!
Look there! We've got a big one coming!
Impenetrable scales and wicked fangs.
That looks like
That's
it
our
came
own
from
Agreever
Monster
and
Hunter.
Momstick.
I'll impregnate that bitch, don't worry. Oh no! It's the stoned Ronic!
There! That one there! Not so fast!
Oh no! Glasses! Koana, you're not a tank! Don't tank the tank buster! You're a ranged DPS.
Even should it cost me my life. I will save the Hetso!
Lamati be like, I need to pull aggro before my idiot brother gets dead.
Yep.
Provoke.
Are you alright?
Do not concern yourself with me. Get the Ronek to safety!
There. You've nothing to fear.
Right! Let's finish the job!
I made a vow to our people. You shall plague them no longer! You'll find the power of reason is not without result.
Juana, get out of there!
Now we just have to keep it pinned. We're thinking, Kona!
A protective current of ether. But whence does it flow?
I'm taking this opportunity to try practicing my proper rotation, even though I think all of the damage is wasted when I'm not at the point that he's at yet.
I've got it!
Down for the count! No!
One well-placed piercing round to the chest, and...
Where'd you keep that gun, Juana?
You're done for! That stemmed the flow of protective ether.
Nothing stopping us now! Still not backing down, huh? Fine with me.
And I think I want to wait until I'm ready to fire this. I want to do that so I can weapon this. And that should mean that when this whole affair is done. We get Perfectio! I think that's how it works. Not 100% about exactly the conditions under which Perfecto arises, so maybe I can do it more effectively.
We must disperse that ether ere the Reaver recovers it!
This is going to hurt.
Yay!
We did it. The Etso, are they?
The Ronek have all made it to Mehua Hetsuan. Hunters are scouring the area for any remaining threats. But the local fauna appear to have calmed down.
Yay!
We cannot thank you enough for your timely aid. You, most of all, Bow of Reason. We feared you would be loath to take direct action, yet you didn't hesitate to put your life on the line for our Hetzo.
I did no more than is a Dawn servant's duty. The ethereal conductivity of those scales is astounding. I dare say we could repurpose them to create a device that emits controlled pulses of ether.
Oh.
Ether resembling that of the predator the Ronek fear most.
Oh.
It might work. If we struck the right balance, we would have the means to deter the Ronek from approaching the railroad without causing them undue distress.
Incredible! Kona, you've done it again.
I must say, I was hoping I'd never have to see one of these again.
Oh, are you Koana's daddy?
Still haven't forgotten the last one. And it's been more than 20 years now.
Oh my gosh, it's Koana's daddy.
I had come as a trader to the camp in Lozeni Hetta.
Oh no, never mind.
Camp that was obliterated in an instant by that monster.
Lozeni Hetta. That's where the Pelu Pelu trader found me as a babe. Please, can you tell me what you saw?
As I said, I had traveled there to trade with our fellow Hetzaro. Like us, they followed the Ronek. And like us, they were visited by a reaver. The fiend struck like a whirlwind in the night. It was chaos. I grabbed some token belongings and bolted in a panic, thinking only of getting as far away as possible. But even in my panicked state, I could not help but notice the young couple racing the other way, toward the fell creature. "We're distracted," I heard one cry. "Save our son! Save the Hetzo!" After that, nothing but the pounding of my heart and feet and Ronek thunder. I ran and ran. And as the sun broke the horizon, I found myself separated from both man and beast. Windborne words say that a group of survivors reunited with their remaining Ronek and have long since moved on. But still more were never seen again, including the brave couple. Or so the story goes.
And what became of their child?
He became Dawn's servant.
I'm afraid I don't know. But if he wasn't with the survivors, even if he lived through that night, the wilderness wouldn't have been kind to a little one out on his lonesome.
Maybe not. But perhaps a passing Pelu Pelu would. And one day, even a Dawn servant himself.
The gasp.
All these years, I was convinced that my parents had left me behind to follow after the Ronek. But now I see, they didn't abandon me. They were trying to keep me safe.
Aww. If only all parents were as good as your parents. Pat pat.
I've wasted so much time resenting them, when in truth, they gave me everything I have today. It is thanks to them that I live to know the warmth of family, even after they were gone. And now that I am Dawn's servant, all of Tuliyola is my family. A family I will always protect. As my parents protected me.
To know the Yetzara was safe is more than enough. Yet, would it be wrong to hope that, in protecting them, we also avenged my parents? At least I owe to them after all this time. Gobo, thank you for standing by me. As Dawn's servant, and as the often perfect man beneath the mantle. Let's return our attention to the matter we came to address, shall we? We have removed the root cause of the Ronic straying from their favored racings, and obtained the tools to derive an additional precautionary measure. A silent whistle, as it were. The whistle must be capable of emitting pulses of aether strong enough that they'll shy away from tracks on instinct, and not so strong as to drive them into a panic. If we can achieve this, it'll be a far sight better than the traditional whistle, more effective and less stressful for the creatures themselves. Yay, whistle! Choo-choo! Let's return to Charlewani Station and work on it then. While Rika and his crew will doubtless be relieved to finally have a solution. To the station.
Went too far.
Not by teleporting, because teleporting takes me too far. Oh, lightning! I forgot I beat the Lord 11. I got the frickin' horse. God, Rama is the worst fight in this fucking game. I hate him. Everyone hates Rama Extreme. You look pleased about something. Good news about the railroad, I take it? Yeah. We killed a beast. The Ronic were avoiding a predator. Smart ones they are. Valkuan is not too bad himself with his whistle idea. Sit tight, we'll have this train on the track before you know it. Sit tight? Sure.
We're ready to go.
Choo-choo!
Whoa! She looks as good as new!
She was better with the cow head.
If I had time to do a proper job, could have really made her shine. Had to cobble together the exterior with spare parts. We refurbished the interior, though. Not that you can appreciate it from out here. But as far as the Ronic are concerned, we've spared no effort. From the ballast to the ties, we've adjusted every bit of the track so she'll run quiet as a field mouse.
You and your crew have worked wonders. Our nation is in your debt.
Come now. If anything, credit's due to Tuliolal. It's thanks to the folk you recruited from every corner of the continent that we were able to get her up and running so quickly. Besides, the ethereal whistle's the true marvel, and we wouldn't have that without the scales you brought us. However grateful you are, know that we're even more thankful.
Right. If we're done talking, let's put this train through her paces.
Woohoo! Before long, we'll run the track all the way to the Everkeep, and then we'll cross the bridge and we'll put a station in Tuliolal. One end of the continent to the other. I don't get to ride the train? Wow. Kuana gets to ride the train. I don't get to ride the train? Wow. Oh no, Aronic's on the track!
There's a Ronek up ahead.
Now, to test our whistle.
On it. Just point it in the general direction and...
It's moving away.
So true.
Meanwhile, our friends over there appear wholly unperturbed.
Yay!
With this, we can alert those who wander too close without disturbing the rest of the herd.
A roaring success! In a quiet way, like.
I have hydrated.
Then with your permission, Vow of Reason, the Choctaral Railroad is back in service.
Woohoo! Choctaral Rail is back. Well, Nito Wei, are you joining in the rail? Oh, for a while there, we were worried we'd never get the railroad running again. Now that the test drive's a success, we can breathe easy and start hauling people to and from the dome. First Shalawani and then the continent. Watch out, Choctaral, here we come. I share the same sentiment. We got a mountain of work ahead of us to ensure smooth operations. Time to get back to it. The efforts of all here today have not gone unnoticed. Once more, I thank you. Yay. You. As for our own work, I trust you can handle the matters in Alexandria, Lamati. The warmth of family. Yay. Crossroads. Oh, so this will be the last quest. A 7.1. Well, it's possible Shale's made some headway by now. Regardless, we should spread word that the railroad's been restored to service. Shale? What do you have her working on? Gulcha's mother. I'd feel the same in his shoes. Have felt the same. Some questions are painful to leave unanswered. There's no cause to look at me like that. The Kakuya we met may have only been a simulacrum, but her memory was real. I needn't search for what she left behind because she left it with me, and I will carry it always. Speaking of things you're carrying, oh my God, you've got a little Kakuya robot on your baggie. Oh God, look at it. Is that a teeny tiny Kakuya? What? No. It's merely a token from Alexandria. Our friends in Oblivion would not take no for an answer, and I thought it was as good a souvenir as any. Whatever you say. For what it's worth, I think it's a nice way to bring her with you on your travels. Yes, well, you're off to the dome now, aren't you? I thought I might join you for a time, see if there's what I can do for the people there. Much change though it is, I still consider it my home. Of course, we'll give you the full story on the way. Yay!
Aww.
You know what? Let's just go to Heritage Found the old-fashioned way instead of teleporting. I don't think I've actually walked to Heritage Found before. Can I just fly through the tunnel? Is that sufficient? Yes, that is in fact sufficient. Really, it does just look like they have to punch the rail through Vanguard. Maybe do some maintenance on the bridge. Figure out the lightning problem. And then the train will take them all the way to Yassulani Station. And then the tilt off here. Instead of going there, you bring it over this way. Run it down here. Maybe under there. And you get to the outskirts. They can build a nice train station on the outskirts.
This looks like a whole reconstruction project.
Yep. And they're never going to actually do it because that would require them to have different states of the map. Although they did that for Living Memory, so, you know, hey, now that you've done it in Living Memory, I'm going to say you can do it in other places, Square. I expect to see the railroad creep forward towards Everkeep as expansions move on.
Oh, imagine if that was like a reconstruction project like with Ishgard.
Oh my gosh, yes, and then you get delivering goods to the railroad. It wouldn't even need, it could be like post-game for the next expansion, just like, hi, you're coming back and delivering goods to the railroad here to complete the road. That'd be cool. And no mounts, because Solution 9 doesn't let me ride my lizard. Grr.
Then we could probably add a subway to Solution 9.
It's probably a bit much there.
Alright.
It's cool, but I don't think we'd actually, like, see it. But it is cool. Back room. Yay.
Yeah, it's so precious. Goja is happy about Aaronville having the keychain.
Airville's wearing his kakuya. That makes me happy. I wouldn't have noticed it if they hadn't pointed out. So Zeralja's conducting secret research in Ueyawata. I have some memories of that place from my childhood.
During the cutscene, I kind of like briefly saw it, like right after he mentioned his mother. I was like, huh, that's weird. That's cute. And then Uklamot like pointed it out.
Yeah, that's when I noticed it too. Like, if they hadn't done the zoom in, I would have been like, what? Oh, glad you're back. We wouldn't want to keep Gulja here waiting any longer. Delayed for my sake? Raha. Tell us where also trains are going to be running. A simple yet elegant solution. Thus the railroad is back in operation. Meanwhile, Shale is nearly finished processing the data. She'll be able to share her findings with us imminently. I'm interrupting something, I gather. Yes, but it's okay. You'll have fun with this too. Hey, Ishtola, what brings you here? I've seen enough of the gate and Skydeep's note for now, so I'm shifting my investigation to living memory. Well, there, I thought I could do well to have the company of an expert on electrope. I'd like to take a closer look at the place myself. I can join you when we're finished here. Lest you fear I've forgotten, once I've made headway with living memory, the key in your keeping shall be the next subject of my scrutiny. Just make a cute rhyme about it, okay? I mean, hey girl, you can inspect my key anytime. Wink.
There was a mountain of data to sift through, much of it tantalizing, I admit. But it will take time to fully decrypt everything that piques my interest, so to answer our immediate question, I've been concentrating my efforts on the audio saved by Taishulja herself. While I've not listened to it yet, I have a selection ready for playback. Would you like to hear it now?
Yes, please.
All right. Several audio files will now play in sequence.
Oh no, several cutscenes shall now play in sequence.
Uh-oh.
Bad things are gonna happen to Galulja.
He's gonna get traumatized.
My name is Taishulja, and I decided to record this to help me put my thoughts in order, I suppose. Mother? Officially I was a chirurgeon with the Lance Guard. I was part of a contingent dispatched to Yasulani to hunt a Tural Vidral that was wreaking havoc. After our mission was complete, I elected to remain. It was the perfect opportunity to document the geographic distribution of medicinal herbs in this region. Or so I said when requesting special dispensation. In truth, I could not bear to return to Tuliolal. I had hoped to aid Commander Zoralja in the right of succession, but he did not so much as look my way. I was never in contention, of course, one of the nameless many in his army. To go back and face that reality was too much for me, so I ran, and in my cowardice, I stumbled upon this path, a path that changed my life. When the dome appeared, I found myself trapped within and reunited with my commander. How am I to speak of Commander Zoralja? I admired him. His incontestable strength, his unwavering focus. He was a man of great passions. I watched him, captivated by his intensity. From afar, I would not dare approach. And in watching, I came to know him. His eyes too sought the distance, but not as mine did. He yearned not for another, but something else, beyond the horizon. That gaze would never fall upon me. I knew. The experiment will soon proceed to its next phase, and when it does, as he promised, I will have my heart's desire. today. A new beginning. What I have dreamed of for so long. I hold a future in my arms. If he could see him, embrace him, surely that would be enough. So full of hope I was. A foolish hope.
Its scales are blue.
He's your son.
My... No, I can't.
Sir Aldred, you don't even have to worry about child support. What the hell?
I don't know how. How could I? How? To raise a child, be a father. I don't. I can't. No! No! Get it away from me. Get that thing away from me!
Oh, poor Galuja.
Shh. It's all right, little one. Papa was just surprised. That's all. He'll come around. We'll be a happy family. Kaniloka shouting for me. The research hasn't been going well, but I can't let him take it out on my baby. Hush now, little one. I know just where to hide you.
That's all of them.
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
We know some manner of accident happened at the facility after this was recorded. Perhaps your mother couldn't come back for you.
Hey, Gololcha.
I'm fine, Lamachi. Father and mother, they were both so lonely. If we could have been together, maybe they wouldn't have been. But sometimes things don't work out, no matter how hard you try.
Dang, Galuja. Takes a lot of people, like, well into their 20s to get that lesson.
I can't tell if I'm happier now. But it's better to know, I think. Thank you, everyone.
Galuja, pat. It's okay. I wanted to know more about my parents, and now I do. I don't regret it. I have Lamati and Kwana, and you and Ura. I'm not lonely anymore. My precious little grandson. Oh my god.
Oh.
My precious little daughter, Lamati. You may find it hard to believe, but until the right of succession, Sir Aldro was a good brother to me. Always. And I thought Papa was the best father anyone could ask for. I don't want to think the same time we spent together as a family was a lie. By the same token, the bitterness my brother harbored was all too real. Shola? It's better to know. A profound response for one so young. Though I wish he didn't have to be. Gululja is indeed wise beyond his years. Yet one never outgrows the need for dependable companions. It is fortunate he has you. Well, thank you, Shale. Because of you, I got to hear my mother's whole story. You heard it because you were brave enough to listen, Gululja. If you remember one thing, remember that. Up. Now that having shared what I can at present, I'm ready to head to living memory when you are. I'm planning to be thorough, so we'll need to stop for supplies on the way. That said, I promise we won't remain over long. I know we all have much and more to attend to. For now, farewell. Farewell, Gululja. Is Shale going to be alright out there? The whole time she was working on the data, I never saw her take a break. I'll make sure she takes a break. Geode, also stalk you. A word before you leave. Our network's already spreading word of the railroad. We expect people would be clamoring to get the first train back. But the reaction's been the polar opposite. A scant few seem inclined to depart for Alexandria any time now. Well, when we spoke before, you said many from Tuliolal were eager to reunite with friends and family. Maybe they're concerned about going through Vanguard? If so, we could take turns accompanying them. In any case, we need to speak with the people ourselves. Let's start at Lane 9. I'm gonna change, because Koana isn't here anymore to complain. Let's wear an outfit that might be... No, this one's too military. You know what? This lets people know I'm a foreigner, but it's like a civilian, so it's cute, and they'll be like, oh my gosh, we can trust you. No, you're right, brain. We need to be even more casual. There we go. Bye, Melancholy. I want your outfit. Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. I don't like the sound of oh boy. Do I need my scythe with me?
No, that would make it a lot worse.
Right. Have it on hand, so if we need it.
Okay, scratch that, you might need it after all.
Got it. It's ready. There may still be people gathering in Praxis Park. Let's try there first.
People look uneasy. Did something happen?
Have you heard? Someone was killed in the Thunder Yards.
What?
The Thunder Yards was one of the hunters slain by a beast.
It was a hunter, all right, and a veteran at that. But it was no fiend that did him in. Only a random bolt of lightning.
Such a senseless way to die.
They say that he expended his last soul cells during Zoraljar's attack on the city.
For an upright, hard-working man to meet such an unceremonious end, it feels wrong.
But we'll be fine, won't we? Even if the system no longer erases our memory of the departed, the regulators continue to function. I shan't go before my time. Growing old and passing peacefully with the help of the ushers is only natural.
Well, you may think so, but how are we to know? We have no memory of those who have gone. More may have met violent deaths than passed from old age, and we would be blissfully unaware. It could happen to you, or me, to any of us.
Then what are we to do? Spend every waking moment thinking only of how we might die?
Maybe I should not have brought my scythe. Oh no.
With time, I had hoped that they'd be able to adjust to their new situation. But it's only gotten worse.
Look!
Give it a second.
Queen!
What? Queen's Fiend? What? I killed you. I turned off your data center.
What?
Help, Queen's Fiend! The grown-ups are really upset, and I don't know what to do.
I see that you are as kind-hearted as ever, Nico. Never fear. I'm here to set things aright.
I don't understand. Sphene is gone. Forever.
Is there a backup
You
data
there,
center?
Gusson. You were the Queen's aide, weren't you? What's the meaning of this?
Begging your pardon, Vow of Resolve. But Her Majesty Queen Sphene is paying visit to her people, as is her wont.
What are you talking about? Sphene is dead. You officiated the funeral yourself. We all placed flowers to mourn her passing.
A funeral? For Her Majesty? What a curious jest. You know full well that ceremony was to commemorate those lives lost during the attack of Alexandria. Her Majesty walks among her people that she might support them in this most trying of times. Surely that is not cause for consternation.
This is cause for consternation.
Yeah.
Won't you free
To
us
say
from
the
these
least.
terrible memories of the departed? This is no way to live. Not for us, nor our children.
I wish that I could. Truly I do. But with living memories shut down, even I cannot restore the system that once afforded us that comfort. You needn't fret, however. I have prepared an alternate solution. All of us shall be made endless.
Sphene, you're not gonna kill everyone.
I have created a new system that allows you to transplant your memories directly into an ethereal vessel. One not reliant upon soul cells. This way, you need never again fear death. You may live as you please, and for as long as you like. Our stores of ether are, at present, not sufficient to provide this boon to everyone. But some of you received neo-regulators for the funeral ceremony, did you not? And there are still more we have yet to distribute. 5,000 in all. One day soon, those with neo-regulators will be called to join the Endless, and thence be free of suffering forevermore.
But only 5,000 of us?
You Victral! The real Sphene would never be content to save only some of her people. Who are you?
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
I don't like that.
No, I don't like that either. Huh?
Let's return to the back room. I need to calm down, and then we'll talk.
So all we need to do is rip off the black regulators and destroy them, right? I can do that. I can be the villain. I do that, and then I just, like, fuck off to Razatan or somewhere. Don't like that grin. Don't like that grin. Where the fuck's the backup? I have to find a backup. There's not to report yet, but we've all eyes and ears out and never keep an heritage found. Good. Sphene was erased. If she's back, then are the Endless... You saw Sphene with your own eyes then? So it wasn't someone else. We've heard about the Queen of Reason's proclamation. The rumors spread through the district like wildfire. Without the Meso-Terminal, how does she propose to create new Endless? We must contact Ishtola as soon as possible. Queen Sphene's returned? How? Seriously, what was that? Kryl? We only caught the proclamation from a distance. I can tell you that the message about neo-regulators was received with the utmost clarity. It couldn't have been Sphene.
Oh my god.
She should have been destroyed when the Meso-Terminal was shut down. Without a single Alexandrian to bear witness. Presented with an identical figure claiming to be their beloved queen, it is no surprise they would choose to believe she's alive. What's troubling, however, is their denial that the funeral was held in her honor. It is as if their memories had been erased. Given the members of Oblivion remain unaffected, it was likely the work of the regulators, but by whose design? Someone smart enough to play at being the Queen of Reason. In that guise, even if some suspect deception, most of Alexandria will be on her side. We need to find out who she really is. While I agree wholeheartedly, we should avoid drawing more attention than we already have. We must be patient until Oblivion's network turns up a lead, or until our self-proclaimed queen makes her next move.
No rest.
That sends the 7.1 MSQ.
No rest for the Vigilant, I guess.
Or the Vigilant. Or the Village Ant.
Oh dear.
We've already established.
Are they safe?
We've already established that the AI simulacra of people with strong wills can persist. Uh-oh.
Oh no. But it's just the wills alone. Wouldn't that just make them ghosts and no longer like AI?
Crossroads of Neon Horizons. Well, we will not proceed with a Glimmer of the Past because that's 7.2. And we decided that we would go patch by patch. I think we might break that with Hildebrand, because I think all we had to do for Hildebrand was finish this one part, then we can do all of it. And we have work issue with Halabali next week again. So my proposal is next week we Hildebrand, and then we go into the Arcadian.
Ooh.
And if Hildebrand doesn't take up all of next week, or we're wrong about how far we can go, we can try to figure something else out.
Well, we still got those post-game dungeons.
Yep. Nostalgia, what do you have for me? Something stray in the neighborhood. That looks like a dungeon or something. I'm not gonna do any of those quests until I know what they are. I'll look up which ones are okay. The Arcadian quest is pretty obviously a new challenger appears, but I don't know which other quests are which. So I'm not gonna grab them yet. I will do. I have 292 Allegan Tomestones of Mathematics. And 45 mnemonics. I think I probably can't get anything with what I have. But I will take a look. Because I know from conversations with other people that I will want the mnemonics. So it's all mnemonics stuff that I'm going to want. So I'm going to need 500 and a universal tomestone in order to get these.
Where does one get a universal tomestone?
I don't know. There's 500 of those for a weapon. And then I can only get 450 a week. And we can store 2,000 of them. And all of the equipment is more than 450. Interesting. This stuff isn't. Yeah, but still, interesting. Look in others, we see materials. I was wondering if that one thing that we needed might have been there. The Historica stuff is not interesting to me from an aesthetic standpoint. And it isn't like important from a like stat perspective. So I'm kind of just looking for something to be spending these mnemonics on. What's interesting, and now I'm understanding what Halabali said, because I look at this, bygone brass augmented, right? This is the stuff that I want for an aesthetic purpose. Because I look at this and I go, okay, if I dye that, that'll be really good for glams. But it's also my bis. So I'll need Thunderseeped Twine, wherever we get that. And the equipment. And the tomestones, which will require multiple weeks of grinding to get the mnemonics for. And only that for there, but I'll also need the weapon. And the weapon will require over a week of grinding, plus a universal Tomestone 3.0.
Ugh, my brain.
Okay. So step one, frickin' start doing my roulettes again. Wow. I don't like playing with randos. Which I think I'll probably do at just like, I'll pick a day during the week and be like, this is my grind roulettes until my tome cap day.
It seems you can only get like the advanced tomestones if you do it at max level 2.
Yep. So for that I will have to do... I'll have to turn you off to look. There are 3 dungeons we have to do for level cap. High level can't do. Leveling I get some for. It looks like that's only once a day though. I got some for MSQ. So 50, 100. So I can't even just pick a day a week and grind it. So I have to like, unless I come in here. Yeah, Alexandria and Uyawada I can grind. So... Woo! Is there a trial I can grind to? The Interfos, but that's hardly any... Well... Oh, and then we have the Unreal. Once per week, completion of an Unreal trial gets faux hollows, whatever that means. But apparently this is the Unreal, and I can click that. For the high-end duty. Okay. This is seeming like it's going to be... I think I'm going to be encountering the thing that people don't like about MMOs. But I'm going to worry about it later because my hernia is acting up. So for now, I shall bid everyone adieu, and we will see if we have enough people hanging out to raid out. We have a few people hanging here, so yeah, let's go get a new window open. See who is streaming that we can raid out into. If there's no one else, we have Matt, as always. We have some EU5, some Fate of the World, Resident Evil. That's an 18 plus only, and I don't want to raid into that because some of my son's friends like to watch my stuff, and they are still minors. So I guess it's going to be that. Let's go. Rawr. Everyone get in here. Last time I was in Matt's stream, he made me a Kerbal and stranded me in space. Let's go see how I am.